What is up? What is up? I was actually just testing to see if my live was working because, you know, they banning. They all over my page. Y'all see it's crazy. So I was actually just checking. I just woke up. I was just testing to see if my live was working. So that's good. My live is working. If you haven't noticed, this is what my page looks like. It's they flagging everything. It's set for like the photos of like comment testimonials. But if I post video testimonials, if I post any of my videos since yesterday, they flag it as false information. False information, aluminum doesn't cause Alzheimer's. Even though those videos have nothing to do with aluminum or Alzheimer's. This is my main page, Twalk Dog Fitness. And this is my backup page. And then my face is covering one of them. So every post, they let me sneak away with that one before and after somehow. I had to post it with no caption to get anything to show up. So all y'all, come subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the only place I'm not censored right now. My name's the same on YouTube, youtube.com/TWalkTheHawk. I highly recommend you get my programs before you can't. Click the link in the bio, get that bundle before you can't. Get the herbs before you can't, because they are, you know, they really messing with the page. So I highly recommend you get the stuff before you can't, because once they mess with the page, there's not going to be a link in the bio for you to get the stuff. So I highly recommend you do that. But come subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be going live there. My lives will be going there. I was actually surprised my live is working on here with all the flags and all that stuff. And now my stories, a lot of y'all aren't seeing my stories. I've been posting stories. You just can't see them because they're pushing mine like all the way to the end now. Normally my stories get a couple thousand views. Now my stories get like 200. So you know how it goes. I actually just woke up and just wanted to test to see if my live was working. So my live's still working. So maybe I'll go live on here later. Yeah. You know, I post real brand new testimonials every single day for 2 years and 6 months straight now. So when you're healing people naturally, hey, this would come with it. This would come with it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, they trying to cover the truth. They trying to cover the truth. That's wild. So yeah, if you see the post come up saying false information, y'all know it ain't false information. Y'all know it's facts. Y'all know that, especially when the false information flag got nothing to do with the video topic. False information. After fact checkers have researched and shown that aluminum doesn't actually cause Alzheimer's on a video. I post this video on the left side, best water to drink. Drink Mountain Valley spring water. That's the basis of the video. Nothing about Alzheimer's or aluminum. This video right below, 5 best fruits, 5 most hydrating fruits. Nothing about Alzheimer's or aluminum. This photo right here, a before and after of me losing 75 pounds. Nothing about Alzheimer's or aluminum, right? What were these ones on this page? I can't remember. I can't even remember. That one down there at the bottom was me grocery shopping, showing you which grocery store I shop at. Flag, false information. How can the grocery store I shop at be false information? Like, yo, it's wild. So I emailed them. They said they emailed this fact checker email. They said, let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. They said, by the way, don't think it affects my life, because I'm still out here in a Rolls Royce right now. Don't think it affects my life at all. We good. We good. I'm still moving around how I move around. Where is it at? Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can show you what the fact checkers are saying. Yeah, even the testimonials. I posted a video testimonial right there on the left. Fact checked, false information. How can a video testimonial of somebody be fact checked? Let's see. Here's what the correspondence was. Here we go. Yeah. This is the fact checker email to appeals@leadstories.com that they told me to click. And I sent them all the links. They said not the language, and the label says same information. Meta did that, not lead stories. I assume it's some sort of tech. They're saying it's a technical area, and they're reported to Meta because you can't get in contact with Meta. It's hard. So I do have an inside connect at Meta, but she does something else on the side, so she's busy right now. So I'm waiting for her to DM me back. She actually said she created a ticket, so that's why yesterday I didn't really post. I told my virtual assistant, don't even post. Y'all know I normally post 10 times per day. But right now, with them flagging every post, it says if you continue to get these flags, further actions will be taken on your account. So now if I keep posting, even though it'll show up grayed out as false information, if I keep posting, now it's a chance they'll take my page because it's flagging every post looking like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do, even though I'm not. So therefore they may say, oh, he keeps posting false information, so we'll take his page. So therefore I'm like laying low key for a few days, hoping to hear something back. So yeah, I'm literally in bed. I just woke up, wanted to see if my live was working. I assumed it wasn't because they always take my live. Yeah, there's no money in the cure, that's for sure. There's no money in that. They want you sick. They want you sick, baby. They want you sick so they can hit a lick. You know what I mean? When I come through and say, hey, all you need is a couple plants, and all you need to do is stop buying their unhealthy trash, which is making them lose money, and stop getting on their pills, which is causing them other side effects, which is making them lose money, which is making you not have to go to the hospital, which is making you not have to go to the nursing home, which is making you not have to go through chemo, which is making you not have to be on insulin, which is making you not have to be on metformin, which is making you not have to be on anxiety medication, which is making you not have to go to a therapist for anxiety, depression, and all that stuff, which is making you not get them pills that your therapist is going to push on you, which is making you, again, not need those pharmaceuticals. Oh, they're going to lose money. They hate me. And I'm showing the testimonials, showing it's working and the proof. And I'm showing studies and stuff in my videos, other statistics of how trash they really are. If y'all haven't yet, watch the new video I did on chemo. I did like a 10-minute video breakdown on chemotherapy, showing you the statistics, the studies on how it kills. It does not heals. Chemo kills, it does not heals. All right? You have a worse quality of life. Many people die. And many other things. I broke it all down in the video. That's on my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is the same, Twalk the Hawk. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the only place I haven't been censored yet. Speaking positivity, but let's, for now. So, until further notice, why does it look blurry like this? Do I got a filter on? How to turn this filter off? Is it this? Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I turned it off. Yeah, so this came on here to chat with y'all. I ain't been live in a while. Y'all know my live was banned, so then I created, my backup page grew to 105,000, so appreciate all the supporters. Crazy. So I never had any flags or any issues with the backup page. Now the backup page is flagged. So they linked both my pages together. Somebody said create a third page. I tried. Every time I go on Instagram and put create new account and try to make a third page, as soon as I create it, it takes me to my page and it immediately pops up like the Instagram, I don't know how to explain it, warning thing. And it says, as soon as I create a third account, every time, no matter what I name it, anything, it says account suspended immediately. As soon as I create it, I log in, it takes me to the homepage, and then it pops up. Account suspended until further notice for breaking violations. That's when, anytime I create a third account. That's from my phone, that's from my laptop, that's anything. It's wild, right? Man, it's so many other things too I haven't came out with yet. I want to make a video, like the stuff they're doing is wild. The stuff they're doing is wild. But we don't complain. I don't believe in if, try, can, almost, or maybe I get it done, no excuse, nothing to it. But to do it, point your finger in the mirror if you blew it. So any of my haters in here that are happy to hear this, that think, aha, you got me. You didn't get me. Nothing stops, right? I'm still living good. I'm traveling right now. I ain't gonna tell you where I'm at. I'm traveling right now, on the move. Money's still flowing. Everything's good. I'm about to do some more traveling. About to go to another state, probably go overseas somewhere. So, the haters are here to think, haha, we stopped him. You didn't stop anything. You stopped the haters in here. You stopped more people from getting healthy. If that was your goal, which would be a weird goal, that would be a weird goal. But me personally, you didn't stop anything. Just know that. So, nice try. Let's see. Yeah, they trying to Andrew Tate me. Even Steve will do it. Like, Steve will do it. Obviously, he does a lot of alcohol and drinking and all that stuff. But his page is, like, he gives millions away per month to homeless people, to less fortunate people, buys people's homes, cars that are going through stuff. And they shut his page down, right? No freedom of speech. Because people be like, oh, the freedom of speech, this amendment, blah, blah, blah. But you don't understand. That's only valid for real life. Because when we sign up for these social media platforms, we're not reading all the privacy policies, the consent, all the stuff you're actually signing when you create the account. The technicalities in that are set so there is no freedom of speech. So you got to understand, when you make these accounts, that freedom of speech amendment that you're referring to, it isn't for social media, which most of life is lived on social media now. So that's the way to stop you. Because, like, all right, we can't change this law. We're not going to change this amendment and take away freedom of speech. So what we'll do is we'll draw people on social media and make that really their only form of communication, or 90% of their communication. And we'll put in the privacy policy and the consent and all the fine print that they're not going to read. No freedom of speech. If you say certain things, then your account can be taken. Right? That's the trick. So we have to understand these things. So I'm not mad because I understand it. Yeah, I'm already on Rumble. I'm on Rumble already. Nobody's over there. I got about 2 subscribers. I've been on Rumble for about 2 weeks. My virtual assistant is currently posting all my videos over there. So all y'all making suggestions like I talked about in my story. Y'all say, go to Rumble, make a Patreon. I have a Patreon, I have a Rumble. None of y'all are there. It's too inconvenient for you all. It's too inconvenient to download another app, create another login, and follow me. You got to understand that. So that's why I'm just laying low key right now. Not really doing much. But again, for the supporters, everything's good. I'm good. But yeah, they trying to shut me down. They trying, so can't really post anything. I was surprised they let me go live. My live was banned for about 30 days. You know, they've already deleted this page completely. They messing with my accounts. Yeah. But, you know, I always find a loophole to make things go. Payment processors is being messed with. Just had to get a couple of those on backup, on standby. They already shut down a couple payment processors. They have my, what's the word? IP address is flagged. So anything I make from my laptop, from my phone, gets shut down immediately, gets frozen. Yo, y'all wouldn't even, I'm giving y'all the half of it. The people that know me personally, which ain't many, and they know what's going on in the day-to-day because I keep them in the know, they're like, yo, this is wild. Like, it's crazy what they doing to you. Like, the way they're messing with your business, your accounts, your bank accounts, your social media accounts, your everything, right? And I know a lot of y'all don't like Andrew Tate, which is fine, but what he said in his new interview is real. When they come for you, they come for you. He was saying how literally Meta shut him down, Instagram shut him down, Facebook shut him down. So he had his YouTube. Next day, boom, YouTube's down. Then from there, Uber's down. Can't get Uber. Airbnb shut down. So when they flag your name, your entity, that's how it is. Like, y'all wouldn't even. So when I watched that, I'm like, oh, finally, one of the few people who understands, right? Obviously, he's doing something different, but like, yeah, it's crazy. So those of y'all that aspire to grow a big following or grow. It's not really about the size of the following and the supporters. It's about what you do with them. It's like, what are you teaching? Is it something that's going to go against what they want the general public to do, right? So with me, obviously, I go against the system. With Andrew Tate, whether you like him or love him, he's going against the grain of what the standards are in the world right now, right? So the freedom of speech is gone. As soon as you sign up for these social medias, the speech on here is not free. You can go outside and speak, which is still ain't free because you say the wrong stuff to a cop, you're going to get your ass locked up, right? I almost caught myself doing that. I almost got my first mugshot about 2 months ago. Cop was being super disrespectful. And you know me, I'll be talking. And if you don't know, I got a temper. I need to work on my chakras. So, and you know, I talk on my hands. So I was doing a lot of movement, and I was with, you know, my chick, and she's like, get in the car. I'm like, nah, I'm like, do you understand? Like, no, you're wrong. I was right. Everybody there knew I was right, but I'm like, you know, in my head, when I lose it, I'm like, I don't even care that this is a cop, but I gotta realize I'm brown skinned and I got tattoos and I'm big and I got muscles and I'm 6'3" and I talk loud, you know, I move with my hands. So I got in the car, you know, as I said it, I was like, yo, I got a woosah because I almost got my first mugshot. I almost got, and might have got some more. You know what I mean? So freedom of speech is funny. But I only spoke. I didn't do anything. So I got to walk free, right? So I got a little freedom of speech for that. Yeah. Mind you, it was all over parking in a spot I didn't know that I couldn't park in because the valet parked me there previously. So the next day I pulled up there thinking it was okay, ran upstairs to grab my stuff out the hotel, came down, and the cop was very angry with me parking there. And then the valet manager came over to co-sign the cop. The valet manager came over to co-sign the cop and said, yeah, he's been parking here in this spot illegally for 4 days. I had not even been at the hotel for 4 days. I was there 2 days. And the other time when I was parked there, your valet team parked me there. Your valet team parked me there. You pulled the car there. So that's how that happened. So I broke it down. I told them to check the security cameras so they can see me handing my keys to the valet. So they can see me talking to the valet. So they can see me paying $50 under the table to the valet because they didn't have any spots. So I said, hey, what about $100 just to keep my car right here? Is that fine? Slid him it. He said, fine, took my keys, and he pulled it somewhere else to this illegal spot, right? So that's how that happened. So when I came down, I was shocked to find a cop there, very angry with me. He said I had no respect for human life. Of course, YT. He said I had no respect for human life. He said I was a disrespectful asshole. I said, first of all, this spot isn't blocking anything. Second of all, the valet parked me there because I paid them under the table. They said, nah, we would never take a payment under the table. I said, please go to the security cameras. You know me, I'm like, go to the security camera. I'm like, your dude took my key, that guy right there, that guy with the face over there, him right there with the glasses. He took it. I gave him $50. You know, I'm animated as hell. So the woman I'm with, like, grabbed me by this, get in the car. I'm like, nah, because you know me, I'm always down to win a debate. But it wasn't smart, right? So, anyways, I avoided that situation. Luckily, you know, had some good protective energy around me because, you know, that ain't smart. Yeah. Anyways, that really ain't got nothing to do with this, but we just all over the place. You know, I just came over here to kick it with y'all. I ain't been on here in a while. Yeah. Go to the YouTube channel. It's the only place that ain't banned right now. Yeah. Got nothing. I thought I had my ginger tea. Made some ginger tea last night, but I crushed it already. It's a little cold where I'm at right now. But yeah, I'm about to hop off here. Maybe I'll go live later, but most of my lives are going to be on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel. Name's the same, Twalk the Hawk. I'm on the move right now traveling. So Vegan Dale Festival. I don't know where that's at. I seen somebody there. I keep to myself. I don't be around people too much. People get on my nerves. So I appreciate my supporters though. I pop up to some places every now and then and I meet y'all. I love running into y'all. Every time I run into y'all know it's all love, smiles, pitches, whatever. Free game. And see, that's the problem. When I run into y'all in the streets, I end up throwing off my whole schedule because I just love giving free game. So anytime I run into my supporters, yo, hey, yo, so you made that one video about, and then I end up giving a whole lecture on the sidewalk somewhere to a supporter. So that's how it goes, because I appreciate y'all, so I give y'all my time if I run into you. But anyways, I'm about to hop off here. Go to my YouTube channel. Y'all know what's up. You know what's up. We roll it up. It's basically first $2. Yeah. Yeah. We flagged. So come over to the YouTube channel. Yeah, that's all I really got for y'all right now. I'm trying to think. Yeah, get my programs while you can. The link in the bio is still working. I highly recommend you get my programs while you can. Because like I talked about on my story, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this because I don't know if it's worth the stress. So, and I done gave y'all everything for 10 years, new videos every single day for 10 years straight, 2 years and 6 months straight, every day, single day testimonials. So, I feel like I did enough. I feel like I did enough free game. I'm good. So maybe I'll just stop. So get my programs while you can. Link in the bio while you can. Because I don't know how much longer it's going to be available. Because I done had to get 3 new websites made. They shutting down my websites, my IP addresses. And then your websites have to be linked to payment processors. I go through ClickFunnels and GoDaddy and all that stuff. So they, flag this. Oh, that's down. Got to get my website designer. Create a new one through this. They shut off this payment process. Do this, do that. Yeah, it's been a wild, it's been going on, but they really going hard the past 45 days or so. So, but I'm out here living. Life short, live it up. Life short, live it up. I'm in a cold place. It's a little bit of sprinkles going on. So, you got to pull out the Rolls Royce umbrella on them. You know that. Still in my airport fit right there. Everything good on mind. But I want to be here to make sure stuff's good on y'all's end. But they're making it hard. It's crazy, like, how hard it is to give people free information to heal themselves naturally through things that come naturally from this earth. Plants, herbs, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. That's all I talk about. It's crazy how hard they make it for me to teach all that. Like, think about that. That's wild. If I go punch somebody in the face right now, if I go outside right now and I find maybe somebody probably outside where I'm staying smoking a cigarette on the side, right? Outside the hotel. If I go have my homeboy pull up his camera and I go, bah! Lay him out. Post that on the internet, no issues. At Twalk the Hawk drops innocent bystanders. Hollywood and Lock will post it. It'll post it. All these pages will post it, right? Or if I have a bad chick right here right now and I start recording and show her shaking her big booty on me, right? And Twalk caught in a hotel room with freaky woman. No issues. No issues. Even if a little bit of the lip is poking out the side of the panties, right? Probably no issues, right? But if I say 5 best hydrating fruits to heal your body, because when you're dehydrated, it's going to damage your cells. Flag. False. Crazy, right? Think about that. They want to dumb you down. That's the intention of like these TikTok and all these apps, is to reduce your attention span. So you got 2 seconds, 5 seconds, swipe. Oh, I don't like that video. No. Bring your attention span down. So when someone's really here spitting you this game, you don't really want to pay attention, right? Your attention span is down. So it's hard for you to listen to 60 seconds of health advice. Even if you're dealing with a disease, even if you're dealing with a health issue, it's hard for you to watch 60 seconds of a video talking about that specific health issue because the world has brought your attention span down so much. So how dare me try to give you a 10-minute YouTube video? Hell no. That's why it's harder to grow on YouTube and harder to get views on YouTube than any other site, because that requires a higher attention span. Not to mention the food is damaging your nervous system, damaging the neurotransmitters in your brain, which is causing the ADD, ADHD-like symptoms, which further is causing you to have a short attention span. Because if you have a short attention span, then you're less likely to be able to retain knowledge to save you, your family's life, get you out of the matrix, get you out of the hamster wheel, get you money that they don't want you having, get you health that they don't want you having, save you money on the stuff they're trying to sell you for your health. So the ultimate goal is bring your attention span down and make sure your brain isn't functioning. Because if your brain's really working, it's the true powerhouse it's supposed to be, then they know that you're unstoppable. And they know no matter what they come at you with, you always find a way. And you continue to go up and up and up, like me, right? That's facts. So, hey, somebody comment free game. Somebody comment free game. If you're requesting to be in my live, comment why you want to be in it. I might let you in. Yeah, get the bundle. The bundle is what you need for almost any of your health issues. I mean, but they're going to make it hard for you to get that. They already did once. They made it so you couldn't click the link in my bio. So I highly recommend you get it while you can. Highly recommend you get it right now while the website is up, while you can, and all that. If you watch my story, I'm just transitioning. I'm grabbing mad Airbnbs. I got my assistant out looking at 2 right now. I'm about to grab today, actually. Just locked in 2 more last week. I just got the McLaren I bought for me, but, that's easy. 30 stacks per month right there. McLaren with a nice wrap. That's $1,100 per day on Turo, or rented out privately for music videos, photo shoots, all that stuff. So, I get nice stuff, but it's always for smart moves. You know that. We move smart. We moving smart, right? So anytime I need a quick 30,000, throw my car up for rent for the month. Drive my other one. Grab a couple other more exotic cars. Every Airbnb property, minimum cash flow, minimum $2,500 per month. If you're doing the research right. I actually just had somebody book I literally just listed one yesterday and somebody booked it for 31 days straight. That's 5 stacks right there. So we always moving smart. You know why? Because I was able to get my brain back right by eating right, cleansing the toxins, the artificial flavors, preservatives out of my system. Get myself right so my brain can function at a high level so I could get all this information, I could retain it. I had the long attention span to study, research, so that life becomes easy. But they don't want life to become easy for you. They want you to be stuck. What's today? Is today Saturday? What's today? They don't want you to feel like every day's Friday and Saturday. Because it really is. There's really no days. There's really no weeks. There's really no It's just the sun, the rotation of the planet, going up and down, and you keep living. But the goal is to make you think there's a Monday through a Friday. And if you're stuck in the matrix and in the hamster wheel, you're like, today's Saturday, so I got today and then tomorrow. But tomorrow I got to get ready for work. And Monday, I hate Mondays. Oh, it's Friday again already. I'm so glad the week went quick. Oh, wow, the weekend always goes so quick now. That's the game. On top of that, you don't have money to even enjoy the weekends because you're thinking about your bills. On top of that, you get a little vacation time, which they might approve, they might not, so you probably won't even get the days that you want. That goes quick too. You ain't really got money to blow on your vacation because they ain't paying you. They're not compensating you properly how you should. So you're not being compensated properly. You're not getting the endorphins released when you do get that check that you should. Because at least if you were working hard and doing a job you didn't like, if when you got that check, hit your bank account, and it was an amount to make you at least feel decent about it, but that's not even the case. You get it, and you're like, dang, they took this much taxes. Dang, they took, you know what I mean? Versus if you had the knowledge, the wherewithal to understand business and start your own business and made it prosper, and you were doing it to where it's coming directly to you, so taxes aren't taken out on the top, and then you got a good CPA who has the knowledge because you got knowledge, so now you connect with people with knowledge, and now you got a good CPA and they write off the taxes. So now you never really paid all them taxes that you are when you had a job. So you want some Donald Trump stuff because people hate Donald Trump because he's a billionaire, but he pays no taxes. But you don't understand. He just has the knowledge or knows somebody with the knowledge, so that why would you be, you know what I mean? So that's how you should be moving, but they don't want you to know this. You get $13.40 per hour, right? And that's probably a raise. Minimum wage, $10. They need to raise minimum wage. Everybody on Facebook, raise it. They need to raise it. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. They'll raise it. If they raise it, they're only raising it because of inflation, so it ain't really a raise. Right? You get your raise from work. Oh, this year in the office meeting, we just found out we're getting a 57-cent raise this year. Last year, we only got 42 cents. Your 57-cent raise isn't actually a raise. Because now when you go out to eat, it costs $1 more that year. That bottle of ketchup that you got last year costs 10 cents more, along with everything else in your grocery cart. So now your grocery cart, if you get the same exact groceries this year from last year, that cart is going to cost you $50 more than it did last year. Or let's be on the low end, $10 more than it did last year. So what does your 57-cent raise do for you? Nothing. It's a trick to make you feel good, to make you want it. Like, I'm not going to quit because at least they gave me this raise. I'm not going to quit because of all this overtime where they're taking me and stripping me away from my family, because at least I get time and a half. You know what I mean? I'm not mad. I just got told on Friday that I got to work mandatory overtime on Saturday because at least I get time and a half. Forget the time with my family that I'll never get back. And that time and a half is going to be taxed more. So now I get more taxes coming out. So that extra 8 hours I put in on Saturday, I make $20 per hour. I worked the extra 8 hours on Saturday. That'll be on my check. I'm so happy for that. And then you realize your check is only $40, $50 more. So now you just sacrifice that time with your family for $50. You better than that, ain't you? Huh? You missing priceless memories you'll never get back for $50? All because you too lazy, too undetermined, too unmotivated? Your attention span has been shrunken so little, so short, that you ain't ready to access no knowledge and get your mind in the right place so you can get out of this nonsense and get your life back and get your family back and enjoy and travel the world? Hope somebody's following me. Hope somebody's following me. Because if not, you'll look back in 30 years. You'll look back in 30 years. Like, I can't believe I spent 30 years. All your grandparents, all your moms, all your dads, what do they say? What do they say when they laid up in that nursing home, when they laid up in that bed at home, when they don't move much and or in that wheelchair or, on their deathbed or just in everyday talks once they hit 50, 60. If I could do one thing, man, I would go back and I would have took more risk. I would have did that. I would have did that. I would have got a skill so that I ain't worked that job. I can't believe I stayed at that job for 20 years. I can't believe I stayed at that job for 40 years. Man, I would have got a trade. I would have learned. It's the same story over and over. But are you listening? Are you going to make a change so that you're not that? Are you going to make a change so that you're not that? Talking to your kids, talking to your grandkids? Saying I've never even been on a plane. I've never even been out the country. Or, I went to California one time. Yeah, that was back when I was 16 for a trip in school. Like, is that the life you want? Or do you want to travel when you want, where you want, however you want, not have to worry about money? That's what I wanted, so I went and got it. And it may take, what it took for me is to be so miserable, so depressed, so full of anxiety, so stressed, so ready to knock myself off. If you haven't watched my life story, without using the S word, so ready to knock myself off and get the hell out of this existence. It took me getting to that point for me to say, from this day forward, I'm doing whatever I have to do to get freedom, success, happiness, take care of my family, travel, enjoy life. So I locked in and I did that. Right? But the problem is some of you get to that point and you just deal with it. You just take the pills. I'm so depressed. Instead of saying I'm so depressed, stressed, which is coming from your lack of happiness in your life, which is coming from not being able to spend time with your family, not being able to travel, not having money in your bank account, not able to enjoy happy experiences, having no freedom. That's what's brought you down in most cases. Being in a relationship you don't like. Many of you are in a relationship you don't like because you know you ain't got the funds to move out and live by yourself. You can't afford to take care of yourself, men and women. So you stay with a woman you don't really want to because you can't afford to get away. So she's stressing you out. Women, you stay with a man who's beating you, hitting you, cheating on you, disrespecting you because he can pay the bills and you can't. Or y'all split the bills and you know you couldn't afford them on your own. So when you really break it down, a lot of your biggest issues mentally, physically, come from you not having the knowledge to have freedom and have money. Right? So we can say money's the root of all evil. Money's the devil. I don't care about money. Yeah, all right. It's easy to say you don't care about money until your family member got that health issue and you need to run to the doctors and they talking about, with the how severe this is, we ain't performing surgery on that because you got to cut that check first. Right? You know what I mean? Whole time you could have avoided that issue in many cases about, getting a bundle. You know what I mean? But, hey, is anybody following me? Yes, money can absolutely buy freedom. When I was broke, I was way more depressed and stressed, right? I'm not saying you need money to ball out and stunt and be flashy, right? But you need money. You may need money to get you a little cheap RV and travel the world and see every single state. That may be happiness for you. You got to figure out what happiness is for you. You may need money because complete happiness for you may be paying your mom's rent every month, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it varies for every single person, but when it comes down to it, money's very important. It is. That's the way the world's set up. I get the whole thing, it shouldn't be about money and there's land and I get that. We should be trading. I should be able to trade this apple for your coconuts and that's how the world should be. Yeah, it should be. It's not going to be like that in our lifetime. So let's keep it moving. Let's not talk about what ifs and all that, right? You know my phrase. I don't believe in if, try, can, almost, or maybe. I get it done. No excuses, nothing to it but to do it. Point your finger in the mirror if you blew it. So that would fall under if. Well, if only, we're not doing ifs. We're doing facts. Well, you don't want to become a first-time homeowner in many cases. That's another thing, right? Because a lot of people, you think success is being a first-time homeowner. That's the opposite of success. But that's a trick too. That's the matrix telling you should. You got this job. Oh, you got a raise. Oh, you got promoted. Now I have enough to get a house. So you buy a house. What do you do with that house? You do the exact opposite of what you should be doing with that house. You move in, you live there, and you move your whole family in. You take pictures on Facebook. It gets more likes than you ever got before because you're standing in front saying new home, right? That's what they want you to do. They want you to get that house so you can be on your, so you can have your mortgage, right? Because you're going to owe on that house until you reach the morgue. That's your mortgage. Your mortgage, right? Put that thing backward. Take mortgage, put it backward. Mortgage. You're going to age. You're going to age owing on that house until you hit that morgue. That's the game. Yes, the bank owns it. Somebody's with me, right? Go ahead and get you that mortgage. Go ahead and get you that mortgage. Pay on that thing for 30 years. Pay on that thing for 30 years. By the time you're 30, you're 65, your life's over. Ha! We had you your whole life paying this thing that you don't own. Like, well, if I own it, it's better than renting. You're still renting. Miss a payment. Miss a payment. The landlord, which you think you don't have because you're not renting, they're going to kick you right up out of there. They're going to take that thing. Yes, they are. So you thought you wasn't renting? Yes, you are. Either way, you got to pay. Facts. So pay on that thing. But you hit the morgue. You know, what you should have done is you should have got that thing. You should have not moved your family in. And you rent it out. Now, hold on 1 second. All right, I think it's back. I had an alarm to wake up. I don't like alarms anyways, but I had to do something today. That's another thing. Like that sound, the alarm sound just went off. That's like PTSD for me. Hate that shit. I don't know why. Actually, I said that because I knew I wanted to get up early and handle some stuff. But that's my first time setting an alarm in like 7 months. Alarms give me PTSD because I start thinking back to when I had a job and someone could tell me what to do. Yeah, what you need to do with the crib though, if you get a house, it should be paying for itself and paying you, right? So if you go get a mortgage and get approved for a home as a first-time home buyer, don't live in it. You stay right at your little apartment. You stay right at your little one-bedroom apartment. You get your first mortgage and you rent that thing out. Because if you got a mortgage, I don't know where you live. Say where I'm from, average mortgage is like $1,800, right? What you do is you put that thing on Airbnb, you rent that thing out somehow, some way, and now even though it costs $1,800 a month for you to keep the place, what you make back should be minimum 3 stacks, 5 stacks. So now when you rent it out on Airbnb, the first $1,800 you make back from Airbnb for the 30 days, that's covering what you owed on the house. Everything after that is profit, right? And you didn't do nothing because you got a management company. You give a little percentage too. So they take a little off the top, not much. So now you don't do nothing. You have your free time because the management company's handling it. They got the cleaners set up for you for when the next person comes in. You're not doing nothing. You traveling the world. The money's coming to your bank account. You're not living at that place, doing what they want you to do, excited, posting on Facebook, getting likes. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, congrats. I'm so glad you got your first house. Oh my goodness. Oh, stand in the driveway, hold the sign, our home. Yeah, that's the trick. That's the trick. Hate to break it to all y'all in here who just did that. You got. All right? Take that picture and get the hell out of the house and rent that shit. Please. Please. Because if not, you are still renting. You are still renting. Like, well, when I rent, my rent is $2,500. If I buy, you ain't buying nothing, right? You ain't put no straight cash down. What you talking about? If I buy and own, you don't own nothing. You still rent. What you talking about? Instead of my rent being $2,500, now my mortgage is only $2,000. So it was actually smarter. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Nice try though. Nice try. Right? Unless you rich, you shouldn't be buying. If you 6 figures, If you had six figures, if you had $500,000 per year, if you had $1 million per year, what are you buying for? Only reason you should be buying is the rent it out. You should not be buying to live in it if you're making less than $1 million per year. And I would up it higher than that, actually. Right? I did the same thing. Again, don't forget, like everything I tell you is from experience, right? Y'all know when I had my job, I was at the warehouse. I got a job at a warehouse, which is the best warehouse in my hometown. If you get it there, you made it. I was making this is back in 2000. I was there 4 years, like 2012 to 2016, 17. Making like $23 per hour, which where I'm from, that's like you fucking made it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Seven got a job at that warehouse. He's making $23 per hour now. Oh my goodness. Checks is after taxes, $1,400 every 2 weeks. So that's what, $2,800 a month, right? So I got that. I was married at the time. You want a house? Let's get a house. Got a house. Bought a house. Take a picture on Facebook. More likes than ever. Hee hee hee. Dumb. I've been there, right? And I got rid of the house. That's how uneducated I was at the time. I got rid of the house. I got it for $140,000, $137,000 to be exact. Monthly mortgage was $900 from West Virginia, so it's cheap, right? Had it for a year, sold it, because that's when I realized I didn't want to be in my hometown. Sold it, had no equity built in it, so broke even. Didn't make no money out of it at all. If I would have kept it, now it's worth about $350,000. So I would have made a $200,000 plus dollar flip, or I would have rented it, because again, the mortgage was $900. So therefore, right now, I could have rented that for easily and made easily a couple stacks per month, right? Right? But again, when you don't know, you don't know. That's why I'm here to give y'all this free game. Give y'all this free game. I'm hoping y'all pay attention. Hoping. But hey, somebody commented something I wanted to talk about. Where was it at? Yeah, facts. Yeah, okay. I don't know how we got on. I'm just talking. I ain't been on here in a while. Been on here like an hour. Just giving y'all game. I was letting y'all know the update with the page. So come follow me on YouTube if you want to hear more talks like this. Come over to the YouTube. Actually, there's my newest video on YouTube. Go watch that if you want to hear more financial education, more free game talk, life talk like this. My newest video that says Instagram ban me. Go watch that. Yeah, I was doing the mentorship. So I had two. I had like an elite one for people that were already doing well, and I had like a lower tier one for people that were just starting out. Sad truth is, though, people will pay and they still don't do what you say. People will pay a couple $1,000s. You give them the game plan, tell them, get started on this tomorrow, have this done by this week. Nothing. Months later, what's going on? Oh, well, I still didn't. Why did you not do that? I told you exactly how to do it. I gave you a website design. I told you this. I told you that. Dang this, bang this, had this done. You paid a couple $1,000s for this information. I gave it to you, and then you, oh, well, this week it's been, it's been rough. Well, you don't want it bad enough then. What'd you hit me up for? What'd you sign? What'd you pay me a couple $1,000s for? For the game. I give you the whole game, the whole layout, the whole thing. I'm following up with you. Nothing. No updates. Where's the updates? Because when I wanted it, there was nothing that could stop me from getting it. Hope you understand that. When I wanted it, when I was broke, when I was stressed and depressed, there was nothing that could stop me. When I wanted to roll around, and I had visions of rolling that around in a Rolls Royce right now, like I am now, and owning a McLaren like I do now, and living in Hollywood, California like I did before I moved, and living in Miami, Florida like I do now, and having views of Marina, and walking this half a block from the beach, can see the beach from my balcony. And I wanted to travel the world and have no schedule and have no boss and not be broke and not live in my hometown where there's nothing going on, and get away from drugs and my father who sends me death threats yearly and monthly, and get away from the stress of the domestic abuse in my household, and get rid of my anxiety and my depression, and get rid of what they said was ADHD and ADD, and get rid of my severe back pain, and get rid of my stomach issues that had me so crippled they said I had Crohn's, and get off, stay away from therapists who were trying to push pills on me. When I wanted to get away from that and get successful and have money in my account, stop being broke, and have my wife divorce me because I didn't have any money, and I wanted my videos to pop off, because she didn't believe in me. So it was one of the reasons she divorced me, because I was recording videos and she said that it wasn't going to work. When I was dealing with all this stuff, there was nothing that could stop me. Do you understand? There was nothing that could stop me from getting everything I wanted. There's no deviation from my goals. There's no slacking. There's no days off. There's no Christmas. There's no holidays. There's no birthdays. There's no parties. There's no drinking. There's no smoking. There's no lollygagging. There's no hanging out with chicks and messing with chicks. When I wanted this life that I have now, there was nothing that could stop me. I don't think you understand that. I don't think you understand. If you want it, then go get it. Life is super short. It's super short. And day in, day out, I have to watch people live this struggling, sad, depressing life that is set up for you to fail. And you will continue to fail because you continue to do what all your friends are doing. You will continue to do what all your family has done. You will continue to follow the trends on social media. You will continue to try to stunt and keep up with people on social media, right? So when I show you me driving in a Rolls Royce right now, right? That's to motivate you and show you that somebody like me can do it. Take it that way. And when I use that, I do it because I know it's paying for itself, and I know I have residual income, and I know I have. So don't just do this stuff if it's not set up. And also I'm going to use that for content, which because I'm in a Rolls Royce, it's going to get more views, which is going to make me more money. Let's be smart about it. Don't be out here just trying to keep up with the Joneses for some dumb shit, because that's the problem. Is everybody on social media that you follow with a big following that you see in Rolls Royces, that you see in McLarens, you take it wrong, or they're doing it in a way where they're just stunning. All right? Take it as motivation. Move on. You should have more drive to go get it yourself. Instead of thinking, man, it must be nice. Stop saying it must be nice. Go get it yourself. It's easy. It's a car. A Rolls Royce is a car. A McLaren's a car. That's it. It has an engine, just like your car, if you have a car. That's it. This house with better views, it's a house just like yours. Just got better views. All you got to figure out is how to get better views. All you got to figure out is how to get a car with a different body. It's it. It's a thing on this planet. Do you understand that? Anything you want, you can get. Lion King, when they look off the edge, it's like everything the light touches is yours. I took that literally. That's my favorite phrase from any movie. When Mufasa was Simba, he's like, everything the light touches is yours. I took that literally. Everything you want is yours. It's it. It's nothing. Stop making it a big thing. I used to be the same way, oh, Rolls Royce. Oh my goodness, a McLaren. How could I ever? Then I had to snap out of it. What do you mean, how could I ever? McLaren that I just bought, it cost me $2,300 a month. It's not that bad. But if you look at it oh, McLaren, how could someone, you should see when I drive, people lose their minds. They don't know how to act. Everyone wants to take pictures everywhere I go. Oh, pictures. Oh my goodness. Hey sir, what do you do for a living? How did you get that? What do you do? What do you mean? It's a car. It's $2,300 a month. That's not that much. But if you look at it oh my goodness, how could someone ever drive a McLaren? Then you'll have this thing in your head that you're telling yourself it's impossible. Instead of saying it's easy. $2,300 a month? I could figure that out. I could hustle to get that. It's nothing. How could you get a place with views like that where you got ocean views and your backyard's a marina and oh my goodness. Same thing. What's that? That's what? $3,000 a month. So now we're at $5,300 per month. Well, what about the car insurance? Oh my goodness, the car. I was just talking to somebody last night. When I came, yeah, I was talking to somebody last night, and it was like, well, what about the car insurance on that? $500. So now we're at $5,300, $500. I'm not even good at math. I failed math failed ninth grade math to my senior year till I dropped out. If I can do it, it's so easy a damn caveman can do it. That's what, I don't know, $5,800 a month. So now we got to figure out a way to make $5,800 a month, right? All little bills, say Netflix, blah, blah, blah. My monthly bills maybe about, we'll stretch it, say groceries, say $9,000 a month. You can make $9,000 a month. Then have a little pocket change left over. Even if, say you're just starting, say you make $10,000 a month, your monthly bill is $9,000, you got $1,000 to do what you want. That's a good start. You don't want to live that tight though. You want to have investments and stuff like that. But I'm just giving you the breakdown. I'm giving you, nobody else be giving you all this. You look at your favorite Instagram influencers and the cars and the way of life and living and traveling. Oh my goodness, how could I ever? I'm telling you how you could do it right now. My monthly expenses, my bills and all that is about $8,500. Say $9,000 a month. You mean to tell me you went to school for pre-K and kindergarten, 14 years. A lot of you went to extra school, spent $50,000, $100,000 in debt for that. And you ain't smart enough to get some money? Come on now. Your body's functioning. You're healthy. You can move. You got a brain. You got a computer. You got a phone. You got free videos on YouTube, on Instagram now, you got Google. You have all these resources. And you telling me you ain't smart enough to come up with $10,000 a month? Which is what, $120,000 a year? I believe you're smart enough. So the question is, why don't you believe that? Why does that sound so crazy to you? Why does $10,000 a month sound crazy to you? For those of y'all in here that don't make that. That should not sound crazy, but I understand because I remember it used to sound crazy to me. Then I started making $10,000 a month and hearing about people making $100,000 a month or $1 million a month. Then I started making $100,000 a month. And then I was like, if I made $10,000 a month, I would be highly upset. Meanwhile, 3 years ago, the dream of making $10,000 a month seemed impossible. So all you got to do is stretch your mind, stretch your brain, and understand that these things are doable. That many other people that look just like you, I don't care if you're black, white, brown, gay, straight, trans, I don't care if you woman, male, you identify as a damn freaking pterodactyl. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Somebody in your situation has done it and is doing it currently. So if they can do it, they're a human just like you. Sometimes I just look at my finger and be like, yo, what am I? Like, I'll be watching the movie Avatar and I'll be feeling like, sometimes you gotta really be into, like, hold up. I'm a normal I'm a person, a human, whatever that is, just like this person. This person has that. This person has a McLaren. This person's paying for their mom's rent. This person has no care in the world about money. So why can't I do it? You know what I mean? Like, they giving me the countdown though, so I got 1 minute and 30 left. I'll re-upload this live to my YouTube channel because somebody needs to hear this. Some of y'all need to listen to this daily. I have a playlist on my YouTube I listen to daily. Nothing but talks like these from people I've been following for 10 years. I've been building it for like 10 years. I might share that on YouTube one day. So when I go on my walks, when I'm working out, that's what I'm listening to is talks like these. I don't talk like this just because I woke up and talk like this. I talk like this because the mic went out. Okay, I think it's good. I was saying I talk like this because I listen to people that talk like this for 10, 15 years straight now. So now it's inevitable that I talk like this and I think like this. If you listen to millionaires and billionaires that talk like this, mindset coaches that talk like this, self-help people that talk like this for 10, 15 years, it's inevitable that down the line, now you're going to talk like this. Now you're going to live like this. Now you're going to have the things from all the people that you were talking about and listening to. So anyway, this live will be uploaded on my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube because that's the only place that ain't banned right now and ain't having issues for the time being. So go over there. Go comment free game on my YouTube channel if you appreciated this. I highly recommend you go watch the newest video on my YouTube channel. It's a long, detailed talk like this. Not as long, but yeah. I'll let y'all later. Peace out.